Fatality. Shang Tsung wins.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Dragonite2427 here. I got a bit of a quick short video here today, and today we're going to be talking about Takeda. So if you guys aren't aware, the Takeda trailer just dropped like 2 days ago, and originally I wasn't really going to make a video on this, and then yesterday I was like, you know what, I think I might as well make a video on it. He is like the last DLC character for Combat Pack 1, and because of that I wasn't going to make a video, because I haven't made a video for any of the characters except for Takeda right now. Up until now, I guess you could count the guide for Quan Chi and Homelander, but those don't really count since those were actual combo guides. And this is just my quick thoughts on Takeda. But yeah, since Combat Pack 2 is apparently a thing, we don't know if it's like confirmed or anything. It's just a leak right now. All we know is that supposedly Ghostface, Terminator, and somebody else, I think Conan the Barbarian, is gonna be in it. And I'm trying to remember all the characters. Cyrax and Sector are going to be playable, I believe, if the rumors are true. But yeah, so I was like, you know what, I may as well make a video on this now, since Combat Pack 2 is probably going to, it looks like it's going to be a thing now. Because when the game came out, and those characters were found in the game files, there were only 3 characters that were found. But now with the latest Homelander patch, it does look like there's more characters in the game files. So it does look like Combat Pack 2 is going to be a thing. And I'm like, okay, I might as well get a video on Takeda out. That way, if Combat Pack 2 is a thing, I can just make more videos on them. So, Takeda dropped, I think like, he's dropping next Tuesday, the 23rd, July the 23rd. And with him, Farah is also dropping with him, the cameo character, because Farah got delayed because of glitches. I think that's the reason they gave out. But that's what Ed Boon said on Twitter. So with him, it's going to be the last character of Combat Pack 1 and the last cameo character of Combat Pack 1, Takeda and Farah. So what is Takeda about? It looks like he's kind of a setup character, because the trailer itself, even though the trailer is only like around 2 minutes, I believe, it's a small trailer, but it showed a lot. And not just for the character itself, but also the cameo characters that are already in the game. And I'll get to that in a minute. But from what I'm seeing, Takeda's going to be like a setup character where he's going to be like, he's going to be doing a lot of moves before you call in the cameo. You know how most characters, like, you do basically I don't know, like Johnny Cage's 1-2, so, you know, something basic. You do a basic attack, then you call in your cameo, and then that cameo allows you to do a full-on combo. Well, it looks like Takeda isn't going to be needing that, where he's going to be doing like full-on combos, and then he can call in a cameo for combo extenders. Not really to help him do combos, but just to help him extend the damage. Which is pretty good, because I think there are a couple characters in the game that are already like that. Not too many, but there are a couple. The main one that comes to my mind is Ermac, because he's another character that doesn't really need a cameo to do good damage. Mainly with Ermac, if you call in a cameo, you're really going to be calling in the cameo to just extend your damage, not to begin doing damage. And he's a really good character that can just do damage without a cameo. And that's another good thing to see another character do that. Another thing that I saw right from the trailer immediately is he's going to have the teleport ability that Scorpion has, although it looks a little different. I haven't really played that much Scorpion, because he's not that good in this game, but the move itself looks kind of different. It looks like he teleports up and kind of like throws his rope down, like in a diagonally downwards. I'll have the footage of the trailer in the background for those of you guys who are watching this, just to verify. But yeah, that's what it looks like to me. That's what it looked like to me. Whereas Scorpion, he usually just kind of like teleports either up or down, and just like kind of like a swipe attack. It looks like, or it looks like he elbows you, but that's not really what he does. But yeah, Takeda's gonna be a little different. I also saw that he threw a couple of spike mines, like arc mines, and if the enemy stepped on him, it blows up. It looked like he threw 3 at a time. However, it looks like if the basic one, he throws 3, they blow up after a couple seconds, but when he EXE'd it, he threw them on the ground, and they didn't blow up until the enemy actually stepped on them. So I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. Basic Arc Star Mine is on a set timer, and EXE one isn't. Or maybe it is, but maybe it's like the time limit is longer, so you get more opportunity to make your enemy get hit by it, you know? That's what it looked like to me. Let's see what else. I'm trying to look at my notes here. Oh yeah, his Fatal Blow. So his Fatal Blow, it looks like it's going to be similar to Ermac's, where it's a projectile. Now, Ermac, so far he's the only character in the game that has a fatal blow that's a projectile. Like, you can be super far, like opposite side of the field, pop your fatal blow and it'll hit your enemy if they're not blocking, because it's a projectile. It looks like Takeda's gonna be the same way. However, the way he throws his fatal blow, he throws it like like whenever Reiko throws his arc stars, it's like that, but he throws 3 of them at once. Like arc star, and arc star. That's what his fatal blow pretty much looks like. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be like it looks like it's gonna be projectile, but I'm wondering if the range is gonna be the same as Ermax, because the way he does it is like so many projectiles. Like, he throws 3 sets of them. So I'm guessing the range is not going to be as good. I'm guessing it's going to be like Homelander, where Homelander, he's got a variant of his fatal blow. One standing up and one in the air. If he does his fatal blow standing up, his laser beam is it's got a full field effect, meaning it's going to hit no matter where the enemy is. It goes across the battlefield. However, if he does it in the air, the range is shorter. So I'm guessing that Takeda's it's got to have a shorter range, but it's still going to be a projectile. And I think that's about it for him, honestly. I didn't play Mortal Kombat X, so I don't know Takeda that well. This will be my first time playing as the character. I know that it's been almost 10 years since he's been in a Mortal Kombat game, so the fans are definitely hyped up. And the trailer itself looks pretty promising. People are definitely getting hyped. They say the moves are just like in Mortal Kombat X. They even got the same voice actor and everything. And I definitely looking forward to it. Now, as for the cameos, I did see a couple of changes. So in the trailer, they showed 3 cameos: Sector, Frost, and who was the last one? Oh yeah, Cyrax. So Sector, his back cameo attack, where he like teleports and does an uppercut from behind an enemy. I may be wrong on this, but it looks like the impact of his uppercut attack sends the enemy flying a little bit higher than normal compared to how he used to. See, normally whenever he would uppercut an enemy from behind, yeah, it launched the enemy, but now it looks like the enemy gets launched just a little bit higher. That way it gives you a better opportunity to combo in the air. So that is true, that's definitely good, because that'll let you get more Sub-Zero attacks, Ermac, Johnny Cage, pretty much most characters that can benefit from air combos are definitely going to be like in Sector as a buff. Alright, so let's talk about Frost. So Frost is a character that mainly focuses on just kind of freezing your enemy in place, and then that lets you start combos without worrying about them blocking your attacks. She also allows for good mix-ups. However, her back cameo, the one where she conjures a freeze orb in the air and it slowly makes her way towards you, isn't really that good. So I don't know if they added a move to her or if they replaced that move. But in the trailer, she summons a wall of ice, and it stops the enemy from moving backwards, and when you're doing a combo, it switches the combo to a wall combo. So that is actually pretty cool. That way, because there are some characters that just benefit from wall combos better than than the regular combos. I know that all characters just benefit in general, but some characters benefit more than the other characters. So being able to use Frost to make a wall in the middle of the fighting zone, and just straight up being able to wall combo your enemy in the middle of the field is pretty cool. And it's definitely going to make some combos easier, and it's going to make the more trickier, tighter combos less likely to drop. Because that's one of my main complaints with Homelander. His combos kind of are a little bit trickier to do when you're out in the open, but if you do a wall combo, it's way easier. If you do them out in the open, I feel like I drop my combos more often, but for us, it looks like that buff is probably going to help her out. Or it's going to help you out, really. Alright, so lastly, let's talk about Cyrax. There's not much to this one, honestly. All it looks like the one move he had where he blew up on himself, where he, I'm trying to see, self-destruct. That's what the move is called. The move where he self-destructs, it looks like now if he gets hit by it, he still does it. Because before, the way it worked, you called it in, and you could either hold it or just tap it, and he would blow up, right? If you held it, he wouldn't blow up until you let go of the cameo button. But if you got hit while you're doing either of those things, it would cancel the move. And, that defeated the whole purpose of the self-destruct move. It looks like now, if he gets hit by it, he still blows up. Because in the trailer, the person he was fighting, I believe it was Ermac, he hit Cyrax, and Cyrax did his hit animation where he got hit, but it still blew up and it injured Ermac. And then Takeda comboed off of him. So that's definitely an improvement right there. Because Cyrax only had two viable moves: his Cyrax Net and then the helicopter spin. Now, if the buff is good enough, we'll have to wait and see if the buff is like good enough. You know, it's still better than what it was, but we'll see if it's like really that good. If it is good, that'll make all of his movesets really good. I do hope though that this allows for easier combos if that move does work. That way people don't rely too much on the Cyrax Net, because that's the main thing that you see with Cyrax users. They just pop the net and that's about it, unless you're fighting a Baraka player, because Baraka will use the chopper spin, and that's really the only time you're going to see it. But yeah, that's about it for my overview. What I do hope to see in the future though, from what I've seen today, is the other cameos getting a rework to some of their moves. Like for example, Goro. Goro isn't really that good of a cameo. He is really top tier and ranked, and see, I'm trying to work on a ranked tier list for all the characters, and I don't know if I'm gonna make one for the cameos, but I need to get started on that. But yeah, so Goro is a really good character because of one move. The main thing about Goro is he makes all your moves safe on block, and there's only one move. I think it's the Crown Stomp one that mostly people use, but the other moves are not really that good. He's got one move where he like grabs you and throws you up in the air, but it's not really that good because when he throws you up in the air, you don't get launched that far, so it doesn't really make it that good of an air to combo off of it. Then he's got this other move where he just kind of like punches you 6 times in front of you, and again, that doesn't really do anything. It's not helpful. And another character that could really use a buff would be, I'm thinking off the top of my head, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, because Scorpion, he has a cameo move where he grapples your main character to where he is. That way, if you're like getting comboed, you can break out of it. Or at least that's what it looks like. But it's not really that good either. Sub-Zero has one good move, and that's the ice armor, the projectile armor, where he like conjures an ice armor on you, and it makes you immune to projectiles for a little bit. But he's got like 2 other moves that aren't that good. Like he can freeze the opponent as well, but Frost does it better, so just pick Frost. But yeah, I do hope that they buff these characters, or at least rework their moves. That's what I really want to see. Some of these cameos that aren't that good, they need a rework, like really badly. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Definitely try to be live streaming on Tuesday if all goes according to plan. And I'll catch you guys until then. Peace.
Your horns will look great on my wall.
I am not the hunted here, Earth Realmer. Fight.
Let's say I pair you with an archer, couple of soldiers. I don't want to be in some super team action movie. Genji was right. You are scary.
Our combat will frighten you further. Finish him. Fatality. Takeda wins.